Thoroughly unforgettable performance. Unforgettable performance. Thoroughly unforgettable performance. Unforgettable performance. Thoroughly unforgettable performance.
Welcome curling fans across Ontario and around the world to another exciting season of curling on Title Sports Live. Today we have live coverage of the Ontario U21 Men's and Women's Curling Championship being held here at the Annandale Golf and Curling Club in Ajax, Ontario. My name is Mary Chilvers and I'm joined here today by the 2018 Canadian Mixed Champion, Danielle Inglis. Hello, Danielle.
Good afternoon, Mary. It's nice to be here and to be a part of the Ontario U21 Championship. This event features some of the top young curlers from around the province competing for a chance to represent Ontario at the National U21 event being held January 13th through 21st in Shawinigan, Quebec.
And we're just about to get underway with our feature game today. We are showing Team LEUNG from the Whitby Curling Club, and they're going to be up against Team Richard from the Highland Country Club. So we can just give you all an update here on the current standings here. So for the on the men's side of this competition, we have two teams at the top of the standings. That would be Team Hall and Team Wilsey, and they are both at 3-0. We have two teams tied for second place, Team Richard and Team LEUNG, which are the two teams that we are going to be watching today. They're both at 2-1. We have two teams at 1-2, Team Fayaz and Team Marshall. And then at the bottom with no wins yet are Team Hahn and Team Steep.
And over on the women's side, we have two undefeated teams, Team Wallingford and Team Murphy. Solely at 2-1 is Team Ald. Right in the middle of the pack, we have at 1 and 2, we have Team Steele, Little, Warner, and Kimmel. And still searching for their first win is Team Roson. We'll have them later on our stream tonight. But again, on our feature sheet, this is Team Richard and Team LEUNG. And I feel like I should put my bias out there first.
Yeah, I think you should, Danielle.
Though I know Charlie's team, and he was one of the assistants at the Trillium curling camp. I have been a mentor coach for the LEUNG team for the past 2 seasons in the curl on the next gen program. So.
Right.
So though we always cheer for good shots back here, and we'll always give our in-depth analysis, I do have an affiliation with the LEUNG team.
Your heart is with the LEUNG team. Is that what you're saying?
I can't help but.
I know. And it's funny because I met Charlie Richard this past year at Oakville. We were doing some work there with TSL. And we did some nice interviews with him and Matt Hall and a couple of the other young ones here. And what a nice kid he is. But also, yeah, with this LEUNG fellow, we watched him at the U18s last year, and I was so impressed with him as a skip and as a player. So I don't know who to cheer for. I like them both.
It's true. They're both two very, very talented teams. If we look at their performance on the Ontario Junior Curling Tour this season, Team Richard is ranked number 3, the U21 category, with Team LEUNG at number 6 for the U21 category. But what's also interesting is Team LEUNG is an under-18 team, so they're ranked number 3 on the U18 circuit right now.
Right.
And a proud mentor coach point, they just qualified for the Ontario Winter Games.
Oh, they did. Excellent. Now, when's that, Danielle? Do you know offhand? No.
Not a fan, but I can find that out for you. And this is, I mean, that's a special event in itself because it only comes around every 4 years, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's kind of like the Olympic cycle.
That's the right way to get it.
So it's being...
Whoa. No.
So it is being held in Aurelia March 1st to 4th.
Okay.
Whoa. Yeah. Nice.
So how many teams do you know that compete in that? I'm putting you on the spot here, aren't I?
You are.
Yeah.
I need to do more research into my Ontario Winter Games. I don't know, but what I do know is that it's a multidisciplinary tournament, so it's not just curling competing in it. You have all the other sports disciplines in it. So
again, it is similar to the Olympics, right?
Exactly. And that's, I mean, the Olympics seems to be the top of our game, the top achievement of our game. And so these kind of events prepare them for that. Not to mention, the winner of the Ontario Winter Games goes on to represent at the Canada Winter Games.
Right.
Good. Not quite. Wasn't? Okay. This slide seemed like it, sorry.
So Team LEUNG has the hammer here in the first end.
Yeah, sure.
It'll be okay. If there's a double, we play it.
Yes! Yes! Hard! Really hard! Yeah! Hard! Any roll. Yeah. Yep. Nice.
Great control on that hit and roll to stay in the rings too here.
Those aren't easy, especially in the first end. The ones way out in the wings.
Well, and Team LEUNG started off a little bit of a slow start. They had an 0-6 loss in Team Wilsey. Proceeded to win their next 2 against Team Han and Team Fayez. And Team Richard, they won their first game against Team Steep. Also had a loss to Team Wilsey in their second game, and won their third game, the one this morning against Team Marshall.
Okay. And who is Team Wilsey playing right now?
They're playing Team Han, so they're Team Wilsey 3-0. Team Han is still searching for their first win.
Yeah.
Tried to pull that double.
So Josh is going to call to split the rings here.
Wait only. You got room.
Nice for him to get a 2-point right out of the gate.
Stay close. No, Colin's rough. Colin close.
Mine's really
Right
good.
here.
Right on me.
Yeah. Take it to my room.
Hard,
Yeah, come on.
Hard.
Yes, hard, Colin. Hard, Colin. Should be good.
If you want to roll it, probably normal. What time?
Hey, look at that.
So these rocks are nice and spread out now, so the Richard team looking to play a hit and roll in to group these rocks, hoping that they might get a chance at a double at some point.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Roll that. Good.
And that's a great roll that they got there. It's about as good as they could do in terms of keeping the rock in play, keeping it fairly high while getting maximum amount of roll.
Yeah, they want to creep closer and closer to the other
Good throw.
red rock over there so they could possibly
Right
have a
at me.
chance to make a double later on in the end.
Yeah. 9-3. Close. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Oh, get off. Nice.
Beautiful hit and roll right back out to the wings. They've got, you can see the rocks are wide, spread wide across the rings.
The perfect scenario when you have the hammer.
Nice. Normal, stay there.
You stop sweeping like
Normal on nose. It's pretty hard to grip them at this point.
So Charlie Richard calls the game on this team, but he does not throw skip rocks.
He was 9-3, so pretty close.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Clean.
Clean.
Whoa.
Sweep it out. Go. Sorry, Ryan.
Might as well just draw though, right?
You want to draw?
How
does that weight?
Start backing if we need
Yeah.
to. I think so.
I like it.
I think so.
They got a 93, 94.
Okay.
Close. Weight was fine? Thought so. Okay.
You guys like this?
So they had two choices here. They could have hit the rock that's just biting there, or they could draw, but they've seen the draw here before.
Okay.
They're confident with it, and I would say that this is definitely the easier shot.
Yeah, it is. That one's just barely on, and they'd have to just hit it so perfectly to stay on the rings.
I got 14.
Good chance for the skipper to get his draw weight as well.
Whereas their draw over here earlier was 14. So I think it's picking up a bit. 13-5, get it through.
13.5 should be too heavy. Again to the wing. So slick.
It is.
Yeah.
That's in, right? Try and stick that.
Yeah, if we can, just make sure.
Yeah. Same weight?
Yeah, I like. It'll come up a hair here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if the Richard team can stick this rock in the rings, this is actually a total flip of the end here. So they could go from potentially giving up deuce to forcing a single.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get just a hair? Okay. Yeah, that's what. Okay. Yeah.
Clean. Whoa, clean.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Well.
And a beautiful shot.
Very nice.
I mean, it seems easy when a rock is wide open and you just have to nose it. But in what we've seen out here, sometimes the rocks on the outside of the rings can be tougher.
Yeah.
You're not quite sure what it's going to do, the ice is going to do out there, and how it'll react with the rocks. But then also, the striking bands on these rocks are so active that you have to be quite precise with your hits.
Yes, yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clean. Yep, yes.
Yep, hard.
Clean,
Hard.
clean.
All right, a great hit to start off the scoring. So Team LEUNG leads 1-0 over Team Richard. That will be Team Richard with the hammer going into end number 2. Again, we'll be updating you on all of the scores on the other sheets throughout the game. We have most of the games are still playing their first end, so we'll give you a good update after this second end.
Yeah, and we can remember our tolerances on a regular sheet. We can
And throwing lead rocks for Team LEUNG is Colin Schnurr.
5-6. Wait.
This is last year or second at the 2016 provincials, Team LEUNG, and he also skips his school team, and he plays with the third on the team, Scott Mitchell, and they actually play against the second on the team, Nathan Steele.
Oh, gee.
They made sure to inform us, Mary, that their big face-off is January 9th, one school against the other.
Oh. I might have to book that day to go and watch. And the lead for the Richard team is Brady St. Louis.
Just a hair up.
It's from St. Mary's, Ontario.
Let's actually hair down.
He went to the College National Championship with Fanshawe 2017.
It looked like it came down a bit.
Oh, and he was born in Nunavut.
Wow. That is not something you hear every day.
It's not, no. Very interesting.
Nice. Good one.
It's all right.
Now you get to find out draw weight. Do you want to throw a corner just to make them have to feel it? Okay. What?
So with that rollout, that now gives the Richard team a chance to go find their draw weight.
Line's rock. Line's good. Need help. Switch back. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, leave it there.
They wanted to go right into the rings with that, but really a corner guard is not bad either. That can help create some offense. But the LEUNG team has other ideas about that. They're calling appeal for second Nathan Steele. He's the 2016 mixed champion. And a fun fact about him is he actually has a twin sister who is playing in this competition right now.
Yeah, Rachel Steele.
That works.
Control. Okay. Take your time. Adjust the broom. That works. Huh? Tight.
Second for the Richard team is Matthew Allen.
We're well down. Whoa. Hair down. Off. Looks like it's hanging.
Go rolling out.
Wait. What'd you get?
And these teams are quite happy just to play a little target practice, keep things open, and they're currently the fastest sheet on the ice, so it helps keep their time clocks. Each team is given 38 minutes of thinking time, so this helps ensure that their time is intact at the end if you play a couple quick ends.
Yeah.
Who knows? Barely.
He slid pretty wide there.
Might as well go back here.
I should have gave a little less ice.
A little surprised Richard's been playing in the end, in the rings for the whole end, but I guess like you say, Danielle, they're probably just trying to bank some time.
14-5, 14-8 for Keith.
I agree, Mary, because if you have the hammer, scoring a deuce in the even ends is always preferable. But again, the time factor, especially if these teams are ever tight on time in some of the earlier games, they might be doing this just as a strategy to deal with that. The last thing you want to have happen is having your skip having to throw a pressure last stone with barely any time left on the
What was
clock.
that?
That's for sure.
14. Makes sense. Sweet.
So throwing third rocks on the LEUNG team is Scott Mitchell, and he's quite an accomplished player. He's been a U18 provincial championship last year and placed 5th at nationals.
Come on.
And I think he gets a tip or two from his dad.
Oh, who's his dad?
Mr. Colin Mitchell, none other than the 1998 Nagano Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah. Colin coached him with his brother. I think it might be Ryan Mitchell. When they went to the U18 nationals last year.
Like 15, pretty close.
And he's the new player on this team. They had the other 3 played together for a few years, but he's been a great addition to the team. He really brings a good intensity and really wanting to learn.
Yeah.
Curling early!
So this is Charlie Richard playing, he skips the team but throws third rocks on this team.
Oh, you. Mine's fine. 15. Nice.
His hobbies are golf and swapping memes with Matt Hall.
They have a good relationship.
They do. They do. They're good friends. He was the 2017 Junior Provincial Sportsmanship Award winner. I can see that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Clean. 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 Nice.
You can see I like what they're doing as well here, especially to keep up the time. They have Charlie's already down in the hack, which is fantastic, and Ryan's already calling the shot. So that's a time saver right there.
Yeah.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Yep.
Clean.
Yep. Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Hard.
Just give me less, like, beside it. Pretty much.
Clean. Nice. I got
Very
10-6.
similar. Josh was about halfway down the ice, and Scott already had his broom up.
Okay, normal.
It's not too cold anymore.
So that not only
Nice.
speaks to their ability to manage their time well, but also
I got
their
control.
confidence in each of their players.
Yeah.
Charlie.
I mean, for these simple, straightforward hits, they know where the broom goes. And Josh LeUNG, a fun fact that this Annandale Golf and Curling Club was his first club he ever played at. And in fact, he's the first curler in his family, and they drove by the club one day. And he said, "I want to try curling," and dragged his parents in here and got them to sign him up for curling.
And I can add to that, Danielle, because the girls that I
He seemed
coached
like
for
pretty
the last
halfway
2 years,
Do
one
you
of those
wanna
girls
go to the
is
same
his
side,
cousin,
since we know it.
Hannah Dawn, and she had never curled in her life
like going to
either.
the same side
But
'cause
when
you know
Josh
it?
started, he decided to try to get her into it, and now she's playing at a very high level.
That's
and
fantastic.
she just loves the sport.
Because I
yeah.
got 15
Love
on the
those
one
stories.
race.
Yeah.
3 was a draw over there. Do you think the side's a little bit? Okay.
And Josh truly is a student of the game too,
Oh,
so
he is.
you can see
I'll
how that
follow
could
that.
rub
Yes,
off on
for sure.
family members.
Yeah. And throwing forth for the Team Richard is Ryan Thompson-Brown.
Maybe a hair light, if anything.
Mine's nice.
We asked what's his proudest
Go ahead,
moment
all
in
you.
curling, and he says, I don't have one yet, but I'm
not
still
proud.
working towards it.
Mine's good.
So maybe this will be it this week.
It's the smiley face beside it
Look
indicating
up.
hopefully on Saturday.
Yeah.
Matt, just Matt,
Okay.
just Matt. Matt, go, Matt, go. Say nice.
Yeah.
Good
I
judge.
didn't really curl as much.
Nice. What was that?
I didn't curl quite as much. I don't know if that was your release or...
I might have been a hair full on you. I felt like I was a little bit on that
Okay,
side.
Stayed
of
on
the
that center line for a long time.
Okay. What time was that?
I got 15-1.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's almost the same speed as the other side then. We were thinking it was a hair slower, but it's almost the same. Doesn't
Yeah.
curl too much on this side, right?
Yeah.
So a hit and stick here means that the Richard team will have
easy feels.
a chance to blank this end.
I didn't really want to yell down to him. I'm trying. Use your hands. I have been. Have you not seen me? I know, that's how I've been knowing when to see. Keep using your hands. Okay.
Yep, gotta go. Gotta go.
Just right to it. You're good.
Right to
Right
it.
to it.
Hard, gotta go. Hard, roll.
And it just rolls out.
Oh no!
Oh, wait. Oh, it rolled back in,
my
Danielle.
Wow.
It rolled back in.
Payback for our last
It
game.
was just, it looked like it was free and clear and just took a right-hand turn.
Did.
So that means we are all tied up on our feature sheet. It is 1-all, and that will be Team LEUNG with a hammer heading into end number 3. So wow, that was unexpected.
That
You can
was.
hear both the teams surprised.
That looked like it was well out of the rings.
All right.
Kind of defeats the purpose. They played the whole end to blanket, and then they take a point.
And that was just a really unfortunate break.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you like here?
What are they doing?
And looking at an update across the sheets, we have some blanked ends over between Hall and Steep, so no score there. Team
there.
Ald is taking on Team Warner,
Right.
and Team Ald taking a single point in end number 1. Blanks between Wilsey and Hahn.
Okay.
In the Rosan Little game, Team Little opened the scoring with a single in the first end.
kind of like corner.
I like it.
Team Fayez is
That was
taking
such
on Team
payback.
Marshall, and Team Fayez
Charlie,
with the deuce in
that
the
was such
first.
payback for that game.
Team Wallingford and Team Steele, that's Nathan Steele's sister,
Right?
is Team Steele took a single in the first end. And it's all blanks over on sheet 8, and they're just finishing up their second end, though it looks like there's going to be a score with how many rocks are in play. But so far, 0-0.
I almost like a center. I almost like a center. We could do both. Okay. Yeah.
Neither team here is willing to go too aggressively here yet. Josh could have very well ignored that back rock and put up a corner guard.
Tight.
And
Mine's tight.
Charlie as well put up the center guard as well, and really put it to LEUNG and force them.
Yes.
So both teams are quite happy
Let's hear
hitting
again.
out.
Definitely slower time.
And I mean, if their goal is really to bank some time and get comfortable with it, then by all means. I know the LEUNG team is quite happy to sit there and play some hits for a few ends.
Yeah.
So it seems like the Richard team is on the same page.
Yes, it does.
Well, clean. Clean. Good.
Third round of target practice coming right up, Mary.
Control.
So it may seem to our viewers out there that this is more of a basic game, which it is, but at this level, every shot means that much more. So every opportunity they have to throw a hit or throw a draw, they really try to get everything they can out of that shot.
Weight's good.
Whoa, easy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well,
Though eventually someone's going to
Weight's
have to find
good.
draw weight.
Clean.
Exactly.
Clean.
Yeah.
Clean. Special.
So this is a round robin competition, and the top 3 teams at the end of the round robin are going
There's
to
actually a hair
advance
up.
to the playoffs.
9-9.
Maybe some tiebreakers. May not be.
Well, good Norm.
And the players,
Nice.
each team
Yes.
throws, it's called the last stone draw. So they are
Real
not
hard.
only drawing
All the way.
for
Really hard,
hammer
really hard.
in
Come
each
on,
game
come on,
against
come on,
each
come
other,
on,
but
hard.
these scores are
Hard.
recorded, and
Nice.
accumulation of the points may come into play if you get into a tiebreaker situation,
That's a good weight.
or even
That was a hair up.
the team who's first in the round robin goes on to the final automatically, and if there's a tie in the standings, they go they go head to head
Right.
first and for that. But if there's a tie for second and third place, the last stone, or sorry, if there's a tie for third place, it will go to the last stone draw to help give your slot the teams in for tiebreaker games.
Right. So those draws for hammer are extremely important
Good.
all week.
That one was a little down, the first one was a little up. Do you like a center next time? Do you like a center next time?
Yep.
Well,
So just for the viewers' interest,
clean.
coming up after this event is going to be the Scotties Ontario's Tournament of Hearts, the women's, which is January 10th. That'll be streamed on Title Sports as well. It's going to be held at the Whitby Curling Club, and it should be a great competition. 12 teams this year.
Yeah, we have a triple knockout format, which is quite different from our usual round robin.
Yeah, I think this is the first year, that they've ever done that for the ladies.
It is, and it was based on player feedback. So what the players were looking like, and now players are pay for their own hotels, and so when you have a full week of competition that you have to take off work, I mean, all of these women have jobs and families, and if you happen to be, there's always going to be winners and there's always going to be people at the bottom of the heap, and if you happen to be those teams at the bottom of the heap where halfway through the week you have no shot at playoffs or winning, sometimes after a full season of playing, you really just want to get home to your family or get back to work.
Yeah, you're not committed to stay the entire week. Once you've lost 3 games, you can go home.
Not to mention, for our viewers, every game means something.
Right.
So every game that you're going to see at the Scotties is going to be a meaningful game.
That's a good point, Danielle. Yeah, because sometimes you'll see the bottom 2 teams in a round robin format playing each other in the last game, and it doesn't mean anything for either team other than the pride of winning the game.
So we're looking for it. There are other provinces that have already adopted. Well, they've been doing it for years. Alberta has been doing this kind of format for years. So Ontario has followed suit here. So we're looking forward to see how this goes.
Yeah. And I think it's, you know, it's
Just
pretty
kidding.
fair. I mean, you get 3 chances. You know, you lose 3 games, but you're probably going to be out of it if it's a round-robin format anyway. Not out of it, but, you know, 3 losses.
Got to string off 4 more wins in the round robin, do some praying, and, and then
exactly
win a couple more. So
yeah,
it's completely right.
Yeah, maybe 10-3. I don't think I was a 10. Whoa!
Wait only. Line's good.
Just didn't throw as much as I thought it would.
Doesn't quite curl up as much. I don't think so.
Sit down.
The Whitby Curling Club is looking forward to putting on a good show. And speaking of good shows, the Annandale Golf and Curling Club here has been doing a fantastic job.
Nice.
Being a host there. They've got bleachers set up behind for the fans. They have food available, programs, and a great set of volunteers because all of the timers for each of the games are volunteers, and so that's 8 timers for each of the 3 draws each day. Not to mention all of the other volunteers running around behind the scenes for opening ceremonies to make sure the teams have what they need. So kudos to the organizing committee.
yeah, and it's a great facility to hold something like this, and there are a ton of spectators here today, as was yesterday. So good job.
You like that side or same?
Was it up? Yeah. 9-6. Yeah. I know it's straight there. Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
It's a little straighter there.
That almost
I
fell.
don't even know.
Almost, yeah.
Okay, Scott likes that side. Okay, what's the draw?
I didn't. I missed that one.
Okay.
I got 22 seconds.
I think it's a little better.
Wait on me.
Yeah.
It's right on T line.
Yeah.
So this inside out path, as you mentioned earlier, Mary,
Yeah, we're yellow.
fools a few teams because it really is quick despite
14-6.
the curl.
Should be behind T at least.
Heard them say 14-6, so that's a split
not
between
true,
hog
yeah.
lines. And we've been
Yeah, I
That
wanna
means
draw.
that's what he threw,
Is that
is it right? A 14-6, and it's through the rings. Yeah, so
it's that 15 we've been
It's
talking
up for
about.
sure.
very quick.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so too. So that was 14-6, so I'd say regular speed, 15-15-2.
Now, see, what might fool them there is
Yeah.
they're talking
Yeah,
about
I
the draw
don't wanna
weight
sleep.
being so, 15-2.
Okay.
Well, yes, in that spot. But it might not be, say, coming outside into the 4-foot area. Might not be quite as quick.
So that's the responsibility of the whole team, but especially the front end to map out the ice to understand how fast the paths are running. Or even the person that hosts, quite often the skip will have a stopwatch. Might use it to time some rocks in between hog lines.
Right.
Really hard.
Huh.
Just give me this.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense for sure. That makes sense for sure.
Heel.
That was 13-8. 13-8.
Okay. Yeah. Oops. I think my release felt good. I just, yeah. My release felt good. I just kicked too hard.
And this is going to be a throw through by the LEUNG team. They're
Nice
going to
horse,
want
yeah.
to take hammer into the 4th end. So we are still all tied up here, folks. 1-1 in
The
our
way you were
feature
looking at
game.
this rock, it was like it was close to in or something.
We'll update you on the other games on the ice. After a blank in the first end, Team Steep took 2 in the second end.
The 2 would be nice.
still 1-0.
Yeah,
Team
I
Warner
think so,
over
yeah.
Team
Tight.
Ald.
I'd say the speed
They
going to the
blanked
middle
the
is same
second
as
end
going
there.
away. You're at a good speed.
Team Han took a single
I can drag
point
it for
in
ya.
end number 2, so they're 1-0 over Team
I'll give
Wilsey.
you a break.
Team Little versus Team Rosan. It's Team Rosan with the single point in the first end, and I don't see anything posted for the second, but we're going to go with it as a blank.
Line's good, line's good. Switch,
Team Marshall
switch,
took
Matt,
2
Matt.
points in the first
Lead's
end and then
good.
stole
Matt,
an
go if you
additional
can.
point
Matt,
in
go
the
if
third
you
end, so
can.
they lead 3-0 over Team
Gotta get it back to
Fayez.
center. Hard, Matt.
It was a blank in the second end in the Wallingford Steel game, so Team Wallingford continues to lead 1-0. And over on sheet 8, it is Team Murphy with the 1-0 lead over Team Chemo.
Steeler for us. We don't have to go too hard. Watch out behind you. Yeah, stay focused on
We
that
have a
draw.
guard
It's
up
nice
here
and
now,
speedy.
Danielle,
Close.
in our feature game.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Okay, whoa, you're good, you're good. Close.
We can go. Oh, no, we can't.
Line's good.
Little back.
On its own, I think. Okay, it's not bad.
Yeah, see, they thought they could go, but it was heavy. It slide in well. Yeah, I know.
Very happy to see more offense this end,
Good morning.
Mary.
Yeah, me too. This is Brady St.
Don't
Louis
want to.
lead for the Richard team.
We're heavy!
I like his
Easy,
toque.
easy.
We're
I
heavy!
think it's pretty
We're heavy!
pretty snazzy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're seeing a lot of players out here wearing some toques or hats
Yeah.
because it is chilly.
It is.
Back 12.
We'll get a weather update again, but last we checked it was balmy -15, and now we're up to a nice balmy -12, -13.
Minus 13.
So it also has an effect on the ice. It and this plant, we mentioned it before, they don't have heaters in here, so many people don't know that not only
Line's good.
do curling clubs have compressors to try cool things down, but they also have heaters to heat things up so
Right
they can
here.
regulate the
Gotta be
temperature,
right in by it.
and that
Shot.
greatly
Over here.
affects the ice.
That's a
The
15
ice
there.
surface. So
It's
with the
speedy,
cold
right?
weather outside and the
Scott.
lack of heater inside,
Yeah.
it's quite chilly out there. And that also results in straighter ice.
G-line.
Fast forward. Okay. Just throw a draw away. We'll see it.
I got 90 on mine.
What? Maybe not quite. 95 for. No. $90.
Come
Oh,
on.
there! We're ready! 9!
Nine's a bit too heavy here.
Good news for this
Back
squad,
eight.
it does curl, so it should
You want
lose
me to
some
go?
of its weight.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Wait.
It was finishing, but not quite fast enough.
Just like back line.
I like that. Keep the hair up. You got it.
Okay.
So Josh has a
That's,
chance here to sit 3 if he can get to the inside of this yellow
Let's
rock.
let our sweepers do a little more work.
Back line.
Room. Close, whoa. Whoa.
Back
Whoa.
line.
Stay close, close.
A
Yep.
little less than
Yep.
back line.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
A little soft.
Yep.
I'll take you out next time.
Yep.
Oh, no, no, no. Hard roll in, hard roll in, hard roll in. Yeah, go, 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 go.
Shows you how active those striking bands are. He
much
barely
of that
touched
can you
that
see?
rock, and
Still do the same thing. Just stop that to here.
it moved 4 feet. 3 feet.
You're right.
Yeah.
It looked like you would have to pound it to get it past those other two
Yeah.
reds. I mean, when we
Same
talk
weight.
about tap
Not that
backs
bad.
and and the type of weight you're supposed to throw. If you're tapping a rock straight
give us a hair
back,
less
it's
weight, too.
approximately
We can
the
sweep
distance you want to tap it back plus about a rock.
Okay.
Well, on this ice, I would say it's just about the distance you want to tap it back. They're that active.
They are.
No need to have much extra weight on it at all.
Be close. 6.
Yep.
5. We're light.
Oh dear, a little late
3.
here.
Bounce off.
Try to bounce this off and open it up a bit, if possible.
Oh wait, not the worst. Don't worry.
That was a good positive comment. You can see why you got the sportsmanship award there.
Yeah.
Not the worst. I
got a
truly
95
appreciate
there.
a good positive comment.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Matt.
Because it's not the best result, but
Matt,
you know, that's a great thing for a teammate to say. It's
Well,
not the worst. We
stay
can work
close.
with it.
Very much.
Yep.
You got room. Calling close. 6 is good.
We have those few at the back as well.
Got a curl. Colin. Yes, come on.
15-3.
Hard,
And
guys.
here's
Go,
that
go,
finish
go.
that we see right inside the hog line. Hog line in.
Hard. Nice.
Do you want to? Yeah, I
Beautiful
think we run for
placement.
now. Which one do you like? You like that one?
And it is Charlie's shot, so I'm thinking with that comment too that he likes run backs.
Try to
Yes,
get into
could
this
be.
one.
Just the hairline.
So he's got a few options
What weight
here on
do you like?
runbacks, as there
Okay.
are a lot of red rocks in the house.
Nice shots. Yep. Yes. Hard.
Beautiful shot.
Okay, unlucky. That's good. Don't worry.
They're saying unlucky because it bounced out into the open. Again, those active striking bands, but the fact that they just took 2 rocks off of the 4-foot is
You like control?
still, they're looking at a much better situation right now.
Good throw. Just got a little unlucky.
Should curve it.
Josh would like to get
Got
a
that
roll
top one out of the
inside
way,
here,
though. That's good.
right back onto the 4-foot if possible.
What's that?
Did a jam on the back heel.
Yeah, this one
Like
did.
it went jam.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Close. Nathan.
Nate.
No. Yeah, hard, Nathan. Come on.
Nate,
Come on. Go.
Go.
All right, make that roll. I like nice soft weight.
I think it's cool.
So that
do you like
nose
a
now
little
leaves
left?
it open
Yeah.
for
So you can
the
really
shark
go
team
for it?
to do a roll
We
inside.
don't have much air.
I think you're a little off.
My outs are curling a little more than usual.
Yeah, this is a golden opportunity for him. Kind of needs to make
Now I
this.
control.
So you can see he does have some air between the guard and the rock. He has about half a rock air, so they're going to be throwing lighter weight hits so that they bring the curl into it and get that roll. They're going to need a piece of the button.
Yeah, like full force.
Detected some outward motion on that release, and it just ran straight. He had a comment that he thought his out turns were curling more, but unfortunately outward, and it just ran.
Yeah.
A little less.
This is a lot less. This is, you're here.
We kind of got ourselves into a bind here.
Yep. Whoa.
It's not curling too much there.
Whoa. Close. Yep. Yep. Oh! Hard! No. It's good.
Oh, that was a great roll.
Yeah, very nice roll.
What they were really, it was a great shot. Not going to take that away from Scott by any means, but it also would have been quite good if that roll only went to just behind, tucking a piece behind that first yellow guard. Block off the draw.
Okay. Probably the out. Just off nose, yeah.
So Ryan's going to try a run back. He could possibly get the run back double here.
Wait, just off nose. Heel, yeah. Try to kill 2 reds. I think that's a bit much. Just a hair. Charlie! Okay, let's make it.
All right, so we have a run double coming up from Team Richard. You're going to see some peel weight.
Just on your side. If we overcurl, that's
and we expect in this spot that it should run fairly straight with that kind of weight.
Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Yeah, just
basically, it hit where they had the broom, so they really need to tighten that ice.
What?
But she's probably going to talk to them about a higher guard. Something for them to rip, because anything close, we've just seen them throw a few run backs here.
exactly.
And a higher guard, they're not going to be playing on those back ones. They're going to make a play on that top one.
Slightly more left.
I don't want to give him a triple.
So we'll have a listen in to hear what the players are saying.
If you go triple, what do you see?
Well, I mean, like,
Right here?
yeah, let's throw it through.
Let's try and make a good shot.
Oh yeah, it's like a minute and a half long walk.
Watch this spin. Never mind.
I just want to talk about your rock placement in this position. If you really want to stab and twist, this side of center. Yeah, but I think...
Yeah, it's like...
So the call is still the same for a guard, but it...
Just watch me, like, somehow leave some
but
quick
they're
tipple or something.
calling for a slightly different position of the guard and slightly higher.
Okay. I don't mind, like, a 3, to be honest.
I think they took
But
less
just
ice.
make sure the line is good.
Yeah? Okay. I think maybe for Matt, we can take less. Yeah. We just have to change it for ours.
A little tight.
Because like if I'm throwing there for this next one.
Line's good. No, Nathan. Nathan, draw. Whoa.
So that's not out counting this, which is good. That's blocked. I feel like we have to just double those off, right?
Okay.
Because even the hit and roll under, I don't think we'd be out counting this one, and they'd still be. I don't think.
It doesn't matter, because then they can't throw that. As long as you get this one out too far. I don't know how far that goes.
If you go over top of that one, might we also catch that back one as well?
No. That's super thin. I think that's maybe. I mean, we could probably just do it that way.
Yeah, I think so.
We have to get this one out.
Aren't we? We're just trying to kill the 2, right? We're not trying to stick there, because we won't be counting over that. And we wouldn't kill this. That would stick around.
If you're going to
I feel like we have to kill these two.
It's tough to make the double though. Like you only have like 1 9, which is enough, but it's tough.
Anywhere from like half to just hit
Even if you dead knows it, it's still a draw from 4.
Yeah.
You gotta try and make that double.
Just that way?
Yep.
Roll out? Okay.
So right now the Richard team is trying to limit the damage that's going to happen here because they're trying to remove the most rocks possible.
Those two off. Feel. No.
So at this point the only thing they can do is do that double really, Mary.
Yeah, they're just reducing the damage here. He could try drawing, but he's drawing against 4, and he'd probably end up giving up a couple even if he made a good shot. So he's more comfortable with this.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Hard. Get out.
Sit.
That's a vicious spin, isn't it?
Yeah, vicious spin. They said that the red rock did spin back, so it's outcounting the yellow at the back. So this is a hit for 4 for the LEUNG team.
Vicious spin.
Yeah. We're just taking the same level point of this game.
That intern's curling coming this way.
Yeah, control.
Happened 2 ends ago. It's not happening going the other way.
So, if you hit anywhere from like 2/3 of it,
Okay.
who knows? Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Get off.
Time out on me.
So that's a hit, and it rolled, but had a catcher there, and still big 3-ender for Team LEUNG. So they are now up 4-1 after the 4th end over Team Richard, and it'll be Team Richard with the hammer in the 5th.
All right, not the worst. We've given up 3 before.
Some good positive comments there, Mary, from the team.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty happy with giving up only 3 in that situation.
No, like they just made their.
Well, we saw a 5-ender given up earlier today, and the team that was down made a huge comeback. They won the game. So anything can happen.
Exactly. So an update across the sheets. We have score is 2-1 for Team Hall over Team Steep. Team Warner stole a 2nd point. So they're up 2-0 over Team Ald. Still 1-0 for Team Hahn over Team Wilsey.
Speed's still the same.
Over on sheet 4, Team Little picked up a deuce in end number 4, so they now lead 3-1. Team Marshall is really steamrolling right now. They stole another 2 points, so they're up 5-0 over Team Fayez.
We're there. 3.
Team Wallingford up 2 over Team Steele, 2-0. And over on sheet 8, it's Team Kimmel with a 1-0 lead over Team Murphy.
Nice.
I kind of like here.
Whoa. Stay close. Room. Where are we? On its own. Well, on its own. Well. It's good. You can give us similar weight.
So we're going to see more offense here from Team Richard. As you can see, they threw the corner.
A couple feet more.
Yeah, they have no choice. They have to get some rocks in play now.
Yeah. Now the interesting choice was the LEUNG's choice to come around that corner guard, and if they were able to do it successfully just in the top 8, that would be great. But they slipped a little too deep.
I'm not a fan of that call at all, Danielle. Coming around corner guard without the hammer? No.
Neither am I.
No, it will get you into trouble so often.
Right through the
Oh, goodness. It would be putting that somewhere in the middle, perhaps over on the side, far away from the guard. I mean, at this point up 3, you don't necessarily want to throw a guard. If it was anything tighter, might look at throwing a center line guard.
Yeah.
Yeah! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Scott. That will hurt.
Just play back. Just putting that corner back.
Now this is a pretty good position for Team Richard with the 2 rocks that are towards the back for the LEUNG team. So going to see them use that. They'll be throwing some corner guards for the next little while if Team LEUNG continues to peel. Eventually they're going to have to make a play on the rocks in the house, potentially freezing or tapping them.
4. We're not to it. Not to it. Okay.
And they were calling for the corner guard, but now played the audible, and they're calling for the freeze.
Yeah. Well, clean. Yeah. Yeah, I know I am. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
I know we got scored a point
So it looks like we might be seeing a change in tactics here, Mary.
So he's playing the hit here, is he?
He is.
Okay.
Looks like they might be what they're saying with the shot is they'll be okay with the blank in this end, and they'll go for it in the next. Things aren't set up quite right.
Gotta go.
Hard reading. Normal down. Hard. Good sweep. Sorry, I didn't see the weight call. What was it? Yeah.
Now at this point, with that rock rolling farther apart, if the LEUNG team can just nose this rock, the rocks are more spread out, they can potentially now look at forcing the Richard team.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. Whichever weight you like. Which weight do you like?
Like less or more?
It'll curl this way. Do you want to go that way?
Ryan Simmons control. This side.
Close. Yes.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Whoa, whoa.
Hard.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Roll it. Good. Sorry, just a hair up. Yep. Well, clean.
I think that's the best hit I've thrown all week.
Good.
So now the rocks are grouped together more in the inside, so Team Richard has that chance to make a double. As we mentioned, though, the plan B was to play the hit and roll.
Whoa!
Other way!
Yeah, no.
Other way!
It's not there.
Why didn't we play it the other way?
We're just there the whole time.
Should have crossed it.
Like top 8?
Unfortunately for Richard, he's possibly going to be forced into taking a point here.
Top 8. I like top 8.
Yeah, we were on that part of the rock the whole time, and it was a lot thinner to go across the top, so I thought maybe if it curls up a little bit, then we could stick around and they have to deal with it.
They're grouping the rocks in the middle, though, so there might be a double opportunity still here.
I think it's hot shot.
Yeah, Josh could actually just draw to the wing.
We're not behind, they're just ahead. We're doing fine for time. Try and get that through.
That's an unforgiving spot there.
Very much so, out
Yeah.
in the 8 foot.
Oh, doesn't move at all. And fast.
Very much so. You mentioned that earlier, Mary, about how there are certain spots in the ice. So yes, it may be a 15-2 in one spot, but that's not the case for every spot.
Right.
So that's they may have been working off sometimes that were slower at some point. Also to note, having first practice is typically the one that's breaking in the ice, and times, and talking to a few of these teams before, the ice starts off slow, it becomes quicker, but it does take a few rocks to get it up to speed. By the time they get to the game, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't go off of your practice throws in
No.
your first practice.
Hard, gotta go stick. Hard, gotta go stick. Hard.
Normal.
Good weight? Was the weight okay? Weight was good?
Whoa, no.
Ooh.
So rollout. So the Richard team has a chance to throw this through, and not only do they just throw it through blindly, but they actually choose a spot on the ice that they want to see how it runs.
And they like to do that.
So that's going to be a blank end in the 5th. So Team LEUNG continues to lead 4-1 after end number 5.
That ran straight.
And we're going to take a 5-minute break. As the curlers take their break, we will be back in the 6th end.
About 8 yards from goal. Thoroughly unforgettable performance. performance. Thoroughly unforgettable performance. Thoroughly unforgettable performance.
It's not as cold right now.
I think it's, you know, I think it's important to sort of see, like, you know, like the 92 and 93 just to explain why they're doing it. But I guess we don't have to go into such detail.
What's just forcing the harder shots?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
We go to a nice corner. I don't really like playing two corners.
Yeah, no need.
Concentrate on getting two. Three's a bonus.
We only need two.
Yeah. All right, really focus on the weight, and we'll got it.
Steal. Get one. Steal. What?
See, technically we're ahead. We're like in first. We're the fastest game.
Still you.
You're right.
Yeah. Fastest game. No one's in the sixth. Shocker. It's there. It's them. We're not the fastest ones.
So we're in the sixth end of play here with a score of 4-1
Wait, don't wait.
with the LEUNG team.
I don't think so. Look. Just here.
That was a 15.
Good.
Speed seems the same. Maybe a foot slower.
So Charlie's going to call a corner guard here. He's got to get some points on the board.
Need help? Coming in, coming in, coming in.
Go ahead.
No, Brady pulled the string on that one.
It's tough after
worry
seeing
about it.
so many rocks that go through the house or
Exactly.
are heavy.
Line's good. Wait only.
We'll just throw some more until they miss a peel.
Yeah, guys,
we'll just
make
throw
it
some more
nice.
until they miss a peel.
Where is it? 3 first. Look, look. Yeah, yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Hard. Finish, 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 finish. Yeah.
Brady will try again.
Wait's a little better. Probably you close.
Really got a curl. Really got a curl, Matt. Really got a curl.
Good. Good enough.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, clean. Good.
So the unfortunate part about that first one being hogged is that now they can't use the free guard zone to their full advantage. But at this point, the Richard team really just needs to hope for a
All right,
miss.
you know what
Yeah.
you need.
That's why we talked a few games ago about the importance and the pressure on leads. I mean, it doesn't seem like a hard shot to put up a corner guard, but there's a little bit of pressure there, knowing that it's kind of a freebie, putting it in the free guard zone. So, you know, it's pretty crucial to make the shot.
Good, still got room. Still got a curl. Yeah, Ryan, go. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Come on. Come on. Go, go, go. Roll center. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
You like that?
So unfortunately, that peel attempt is still stuck around. So now the Richard team has a chance to use those two guards
Use
to
the
their
same in this
advantage.
spot. I got a 4. Yeah. Like to go, Lyle!
Line's good. Ryan. Yeah.
Wait!
Yeah, you gotta bounce it off. You have to bounce it off.
Wait.
So they were trying for a freeze there, Marion.
Same time.
Coming up late in the way the rocks are overlapped, unfortunately, doesn't leave great shots for Team Richard. So it might see them bailing here at some point.
Yep. Yep. Line's good. Yep. Line's good. Line's good. Row. Row. Really good. Where is it?
15-2.
No, no, no.
Speed's still the same.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
If we're not
So that rock, Mary, they really want to keep it above the tee line.
Yeah, Scott's not too happy with that throw.
Is even though
It's pretty hard to double peel those.
Team Burchard's in tough
You
now.
might
They were
wanna try
wanting
to
to
be
draw, but
at
now they're
least
going
to
to have
there.
to change things up. Hit it. In the end, you need to leave your skip a shot.
Yes.
For points.
Yeah.
Yep. Too much room. Too much room. Just really shoved it out there.
That's an unfortunate miss by Charlie. You know, weight and line both weren't terrible, but it's a very precise shot.
It is, and at this point when they're down, they really do need a precise shot.
Yeah, they got to make a couple of really good ones.
Something interesting as well we've noted, Coach Renee Lalonde has been trying to call a timeout for both of Scott's shots, and the players just haven't been ignoring her, but they haven't seen her.
Yeah.
They've been so focused on this.
Well, I recall when I was coaching, it's really tough. You could be almost doing a dance behind the glass, and sometimes the kids, they're just not looking up. They're just not. So
quite often you designate one player on the team to have a look at what's going on, so that you catch that. But in times like this, well, what we just saw, they were so focused on the shot that they forgot to look up.
the coaches are not allowed to call the timeout. They're allowed to indicate to the players that they want them to call a timeout, and then the player has to actually call the timeout.
Did they have any weight calls on the first one? Did they say any weight calls? Did you hear any? Yeah. Oh, I didn't hear it.
Close!
Is that mine?
Yep! Whoa! Whoa! It's hanging on him.
Just not getting any breaks here.
Guard, like,
Not at all.
like, yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I don't want to get fancy and give him a triple.
Here?
Maybe an inch more?
More? Okay.
Yeah.
That spot's been curling this game, but that floated on you.
Guard. Just guard.
You just
So
pushed
they
this one.
they had a
Your
couple
first
shots
one.
that they're talking about here. I mean, if you want to
Well, that second
say
one
this,
was-
stick the knife in and twist it. It's coming around that yellow center guard to top 8, possibly even
good.
seeing
That was pretty
3
close
shots
for weight.
partially
If,
guarding that, but
if
the
we don't
safer
have that
shot
extra
call
line,
is the
then
guard.
tapping that
Because you
one
want to make
and
sure
moving out of the way is not bad.
if you're coming into the house, you need to be buried.
Yes, exactly.
Just 3. Nathan, right here. Line's good, line's good. Even this is good. Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Switch. Yeah, the line's. Yeah, little finish, little finish, little finish. Hey, whoa, yeah, finish, good.
Great gap factor guard that they ended up having there.
Just off nose, trying to hit this.
If that guard had been in a tighter,
this one,
Burchard
this
would have an
back
out.
one.
But we'll hear what they're talking about doing here.
We would have to roll out in order to pick this one. Well, yeah, because then they line up straight here. But that's okay, because then it would be open on the side.
Like, I think if we just do this.
Well, if we want to get that back one, we have to hit them right in line, because they're lined up.
Okay,
just
that's fine, then. Or at least just like this.
Except that red's gonna stay there.
I don't know, maybe not. You never know.
I think we still play that, yeah. About half. The double run, at least get rid of one of the reds. Yeah. Gotta hit about half. Gotta hit about half.
And again, the theme, they're just not getting any breaks. They're not hitting the tolerance even of the shots.
Okay. I think this. Actually, a bit more. I'm just scared he has to double. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so back to that, you're not making the shots, but you're also not leaving yourself anything, and that's the problem here for the Richard team.
Yeah.
Just to the top one.
Just plug the hole.
Said plug the hole. This is all about line here.
I don't know if there's a way to get rid of both and a red shooter. It's there. I think I'd rather throw an easy shot to give up one.
Wait only. Line's not bad. Right off.
The reds.
Line's really good. I think on its own. Don't touch it.
I don't think so. See how deep it comes? Okay. I think. What is?
Sure. Just take that.
Yeah.
Take that. How we set this game. Or how we drive.
Line it up, right?
No.
Hit it on the nose or?
No. Where they're lined up. So right there.
Double, right? Double?
I'll throw it better.
So this double run here isn't necessarily going to get them to score, but it's going to give them a shot to reduce it.
Sorry?
We can see the coach calling a timeout, and they have seen him.
So we have a timeout on sheet 7
Yeah, but I'd rather give up one than
for
two.
Team Richard.
Yeah, but it's really, that's a lot harder.
No, that's way harder.
That's way harder. And we don't know the ice for that. Yeah.
There's a really good chance we get the two.
Yeah. Because this is pretty good for just one. That, Charlie, what kind of ice do we take for that? Yeah, the shooter.
If that rock was like, here, then I would definitely play.
So there is an in-off here, which I suspect might be what the coach is coming out to tell them. It's not a pretty angle, as you heard Charlie mention, but it's there. And
like, I know that gives out one, but
at this point in the
so
sixth,
hard,
then they really
off, it's
they
two.
might need to go for a point, because the shot they were playing was only to give up one and go down 4 points.
Right.
Your thoughts on that, Mary?
Well, that red is just off nose,
sure.
and we
Let's
get
see
rid of
what their coach
one of them.
thinks of this. I don't like any scenario, quite frankly.
Hi.
What about the in-off that yellow with the haymaker?
We saw it.
It's really
It's a lot harder than the reds.
Like it's almost a redirect. Like you're hitting like.
Do you think you can get both those reds out of there?
No. We're just
give
gonna
up two anyway.
We're gonna give up one.
Yeah.
If we make the run, I think we can take
You got
out.
the one you're raising.
Yeah, it'll come. It'll go.
I think it picks off.
If you're going to throw that same weight, you got to make it right. So you're going to throw that same weight.
I just do that one a little outwards.
Yeah, I'll give you a hair less, just a shade less.
And you got
Well,
on the center line.
okay. Do we know the ice for that in off? Because it is there.
We haven't thrown it. We haven't thrown it.
I think you got to take about a quarter inch to the left hand side.
Even
of
if
the
you
rock.
throw it well, miss it by an inch.
Yeah, and then that's
You're going to
two.
hit where the broom is.
Okay.
It's playing a higher percentage shot versus a lower percentage shot. That's
So the
low
coach,
percentage.
as we suspected, would be
Make
coming
this
out
way
to
more
tell
times.
them to.
Of course, I'd
play
really
the
like
in-off.
to make that, but
Like the reward's better,
yeah,
but
I think we have to do that.
But in the end, it does come down to what the players want, Mary.
Well, yeah, I think
It'll
either
still run
shot
straight. I'll just throw it better.
is difficult, so I think it's the
I
thrower's
love to
decision
see
on which one
him
to
make
play.
that in off. That would be the best
Agreed.
thing ever. But like,
I mean, if they came
you
down
actually
and
have
played
to-
a
you
shot that
actually-
they didn't see the.
it's like a
Even if
16th
it
of a
seems
rock.
like a better shot for getting a point, if they don't see it, then
Yeah.
they're probably not going to make it. And
Less
so
ice.
giving up two is a problem at this point.
It is.
Yeah. Hard. 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 Hard.
And he still gives up two.
Yeah, so that is a steal of two for Team LEUNG, and they lead 6-1 after the sixth end. Team Richard with the hammer going into end number 7. And it's just such an unlucky break.
Yeah, that was. And I was eyeing that yellow rock back there, thinking there is a slight possibility of jamming.
Come on.
But it seems like everything that could go wrong did
Yes, for sure.
for the
Just,
Richard team.
All right, team meeting.
They're on the wrong
Hey,
side of the
guys.
inch today.
Wrong side of the answer. And you know what? Some days games just go like that.
Yeah, they do.
Let's get two. I'll try to help them out.
Sometimes that happens too when you're trying so hard just to make the shot and you lose sight of what the tolerance might be or what a secondary shot is.
Yeah.
So having a look at the sheets across the ice, we have a tied game on sheet number 1, 3-all Hall and Steep. Team Hall with the hammer in the sixth end. We have Team Warner leading Team Ald 3-1 after end 5.
You know your weight?
Team Wilsey with the 2-1 lead over Team Hahn. Team Little cracking a 3-ender, a steal of 3 in the fifth end, and they lead Team Rosan 6-1. Team Marshall with their series of steals in the first 3 end, they lead Team Fayez 5-1. Team Wallingford is up
3.
now 4-1 after the sixth end over Team Steel. And it's Team Kiemel with a 2-1 lead over Team Murphy.
Okay. Good weight. Good weight.
And you can see Charlie's body language down there. Hand on the hip.
Not looking too impressed.
That was a
No, it's
410.
not.
I mean, any player is going to be frustrated after that sixth end.
No.
So this will be a pretty pivotal end for the team, both teams. But you know, I have to acknowledge the fact that Charlie just said nice shot to the LEUNG team.
Yes.
No.
Even after a nice come
I
around.
like a corner again. Wow.
Shows lots of character.
I
Very
mean, we're
much
down
so.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, just a hair more. Weight's close. 4-5.
So
We are.
this rock is running. It's
past
heavy.
it?
It's not catching the curl. We saw some outside motion with Brady's release, and that could contribute to it running straighter and then, of course, going further.
How old is Josh Leung? Do you know?
Yeah.
He's still a U18.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
The whole team is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe they're the youngest team here
Are they?
on the men's side.
Should we just
Yeah.
throw
I'm going
a
to go with
corner up?
17.
17, yeah.
I think so. I feel like we throw up a corner.
He's got quite a future in this
Doesn't have
game,
to
I
guard
think.
that.
He does.
Yeah.
He's very analytical and very much so a sponge and wanting to learn.
Right.
I mean, I can attest to all the players on the LEUNG team. They're like that as well, and they're very much so students of the game. And that type of open-mindedness is really going to get you far.
Right.
If you're closed off to ideas, especially when you're still developing
We're there,
and
Brady.
still a young curler, then you're not going to have much longevity or success in this game.
Right.
We're in. Yeah, we're at 7-8. 7-6. Wait.
Yep. Yep, yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come on, curl. Shit. Okay.
I think we still guard because I don't think those go on to ours. Okay. Sure. I think he said back 8. Back 8?
It's just because I knocked
Okay.
right off and it was I've done
Here more.
put it.
Like to go a little. Seven. Seven. 8.
So they were attempting the freeze and had pretty close on the weight, but unfortunately the line just wasn't there.
And we just got confirmation about my question on how old Josh is. They are 17.
Beautiful double by Scott with the rollout.
What's that ice for? I think you just bumped them around. I think you want to keep them both in play right now. Yeah. You just want to bump that back there. Yeah, back 8, back 12.
Very much so agree with this call. You don't want to remove them completely out of play. Any rocks in play right now are going to work to Team Richards.
Exactly. You could freeze, a little tap, back 12, I like that. Get some separation on those two rocks.
You do want to make sure that you get enough separation so that eventually your rocks in the top will count.
Right.
So back 12 is really where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Line's close. Okay, well then. How much? Okay, whoa.
And again, a case of great weight, but not finding the right line.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Charlie's not brooming himself properly because he seems to be missing a lot of shots that way. He's throwing it well. He's throwing close to the right weight, just not making the shots.
And after that brilliant double, unfortunately, that is a flash for Scott. So, sometimes we see that when a player makes such a great shot and puts so much effort into their first that they flat out miss their second. That's the break the Richard team needed.
It is, yeah.
Okay, line's a little wide. Whoa.
Close to it.
Okay. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
Not a bad shot, bad result.
Okay. You don't trust me? Yeah. Okay.
So it gave them a decision. You could see Josh was looking at hitting the rock that Richard team just threw, possibly even doubling it, but I agree with this call.
I do too.
Just hit the open rock. I mean, giving up 2 here is not the end of the world.
So just hit this. Yeah. Please.
What?
And that jam on the back is, again, a huge break for the Richard team. They're going from possibly being forced to a single to picking up 2 to now even looking at even possibly a 3-ender.
Control down.
That was a swing of quite a few points in just a few rocks.
It sure was.
Control down. Control down.
Yeah, I don't think anything more than...
Yeah. Yeah, you're roll your way.
He'd like to roll this as far over the wing as possible. Not easy to do, though.
All right, let's make it. Close. Whoa. Close.
Really hard.
Yeah, it's just so hard. You want to roll to the wing, but it's just... With such lively rings, you have to hit so much of that rock to stick around.
I would have liked to have seen them throw less weight on that rock and make sure they stuck around.
Yeah.
Sticking around would put them in a really good spot for at least 2.
Yeah.
And if they got the perfect placement, 3.
Yeah.
But now they could. We're back to looking at a potential 1 or 2 or even a blank is in play right now.
Maybe an inch more. That's about the weight we wanted, eh? They got 11-1. So control down. Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
They actually need that rock to curl up.
Yeah.
So they need, fortunately, that was a missed call on the line.
Yeah, so we have a draw for 2 here for the Richard team.
All right, sorry about the first one. Let's make this.
You can hear Ryan coming down and apologizing to his team, but you know it happens.
This is definitely a different generation than what I grew up with. There was no Skips apologizing for missing shots. I'm kidding, sort of.
Not something you heard from your Skip, eh?
What's that?
Not something you heard from your Skip.
No.
Felt close. Keep a broom on it if you can. Okay, you're there, Brady. Off, Brady. Sorry.
And that is a deuce for Team Richard, and they're looking to close the gap on Team LEUNG. Team LEUNG with a 6-3 lead after 7 ends of play.
Keep an eye on that.
That will be Team LEUNG up 3 with the hammer in end number 8.
Hard.
Okay.
Update on our other games here at Annandale. We have its Team Hall cracked a 3-ender in end 6, so they are up 6-3 over Team Steep. Team Warner is leading Team Ald 3-1 after 5 ends. They had blanked the 6th. They're still playing the 7th. Is all tied up with Team Han and Team Wilsey after 6 ends. Team Roson is attempting to claw their way back into the game, but it's still Team Little with the advantage. 6-3 after 7 ends of play. Team Marshall leads 6-2 over Team Fayez. Close game between Team Wallingford and Team Steele. It's Team Wallingford with a 4-3 lead over Team Steele. And Team Wallingford has the hammer in end 8. And Team Kemal picked up a single point in end 6, and they lead Team Murphy 3-1.
7-8. Okay. Good.
Like a 3-4? Or do we make this the good one? Do we make this the good one? Sure, yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, lights okay. Light to go!
Yeah, gotta go. Gotta go.
Four. Yeah, keep it moving. A little more, a little more. Good spot. I like it there. Good. Oops, sorry. It's a nice spot. Because it's really another center. Is it? I think so. Yeah, let them go to the wing. Kick.
Team LEUNG not sold on this call.
A little, yeah. As long as we take the regular amount of time for end, we're fine. We have a little extra.
At least I do like that they're going to the same side. If they went to the opposite side, they would make their peels quite difficult.
You want to take it by?
Yeah, they need one side open to make their peels.
Though I would have liked to have seen them come around to the top 4 earlier on.
Good. Yeah.
I mean, you know where Team Richard is going to be going, and that's top 4. So if you can beat them in there with a good rock, then that's going to make it tougher for Team Richard.
Yeah,
I mean, the other part is that peeling, you now have the option of peeling the rock either way without running the risk of jamming.
Right.
Like to go! You close. 5! Hard. Good. My goodness.
And here we see one of those situations come up, Mary. It would be natural to try the double peel the other way, but by doing that, they would run the risk of running into their rocks on the side, so they're only going for the single peel.
Clean. Good. Making me work for it. Discard for now. Yeah. I got 90 on that.
Well, where else do you like?
Give us a nice guard.
Oh, you like this? I don't know. No moving it? Just getting more rocks in play. Like, I think it's that or you like hundreds? I don't know.
Okay. 3! We're a little hot! 3! 2! Just 2, 1, 2. Really coming down, 1, 2.
Well, the answer to the question of why is this curling so much is because this is a spot that actually curls in the forefoot, especially once it gets near the center line. The other part to that is when your sweepers just let the rock breathe and hit that breaking point and start curling, it will get some movement. And what we've seen on a lot of the rocks, I don't know about you, but I've been observing this, Mary, they've been really jumping the rocks before the break point, and that holds them out longer.
Whoa, whoa! Whoa! Close! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Whoa, Colin. Come on, throw. Nice. Good. What do you like? Just peel?
So Josh is going to just, keep peeling these center line guards. He's up 3 points and he has the hammer. He just wants to keep things clean, perhaps score in this end, and it could possibly end the game.
Good.
So that was an interesting timing for them to put the rock on the top 4. It was really what they needed to do to make it tough on the Richard team.
Yeah.
'Cause now we're seeing that Charlie's having to deal with this right now on his rock.
Exactly.
We're probably just feeling double. I think he's starting to like tap in and roll under. That's a little tight.
Here's this girl we talked about, Mary, as soon as it gets in the forefoot and especially across that center line. But not a bad result. Looks like they might be shot.
What do you like?
So Scott has taken his mic off, actually, so that's why we're not hearing any audio from him. But Josh is asking the opinion of the other 3 players. So he has about 7/8 of the rock.
I'm just scared he always still has back now. If we straight field this. Okay.
So he's going to make a play on the Richard rock sitting on the back forefoot. That's fine. If he can see most of the rock, I think he has to go for it.
Agreed. And he doesn't need to stick around with this either. Actually, I would say that should be your first shot to make sure it gets out of there.
Right.
It's not going to be helpful sticking around the back of the rings.
Close. Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, Nathan. Yeah. Keep going. Roll, hard roll. Hard roll, hard. Good.
Nice, very nice shot.
Very. And another reason why that was so crucial to get out is the Richard team is now 2 shots away from getting shot if they're promoting their top yellow one.
Are we second right now? Are they drawing? Oh, the good thing now, if they tap, their top yellow won't be shot anymore. Top yellow, like the shooter. Yeah. Probably won't make a difference,
So again, a case of having the weight, but not quite the line. But this, honestly, this isn't a terrible situation where that rock was tapped to, so corner frozen on the Reds.
But then they just sit this. I don't mind this. I don't know. Don't roll. But if you don't roll, we're not going to leave you double. And then I'm more concerned with not letting them steal over getting ball. Let's make it good. To half fairly's nice, yeah, control.
I'm glad that they came to this conclusion, Mary, and they're hitting this top yellow one because really that's the danger. If they can get a roll in front, if they could roll it in behind an almost Christmas tree that would be perfect.
Yes.
I mean, they can deal with that other rock later. Said giving up a steal at this point is not great. Taking just one, completely fine.
Yeah.
Well, stay close. Yep. Whoa, whoa, no. Right off. Whoa, whoa. Yep.
There's your Christmas tree.
There it is. Beautiful shot.
What's he doing, John?
So the Richard team is playing a draw, so they, in order to be shot, they need to be full 8, but full 4, but it will end up in the back of the house. So no matter what, Team LEUNG will have a shot here for at least 1 point.
That guy turned his back on it. He made it.
Hate to sound like a broken record, but it was a case of having the weight but not the line again. But you can, as you can see, where they rolled to actually was not bad.
Draw. It doesn't. No, just do this hand though, right? Yeah, like on. Same, just as much room. Yeah, backing this way too. Which way do you like?
After this shot.
I'd just like draw. Edge of the button, yeah.
Looks like they're.
Just draw. I'm backing this way, right?
It looks like they're saying 1 for sure. It's hard to tell from our vantage point whether they're saying 2, but the way they're calling the shot, it looks like they're playing almost a little bump, so they might be looking at a bump for 3.
Line's fine. Room. Line's good. Yep. Can't turn it, yeah. Yes. Yes. Really hard. Hard.
The LEUNG team definitely got 1 point. They're looking at who is sitting second shot. Maybe a measure. Yeah, they're going to measure
What?
for the second point.
What's the difference?
I believe we overheard Charlie Richard say
think
that
it's the same.
if it's
Well,
if
there was
it's
weight,
two for
right?
LEUNG, they might be looking at handshakes right
I
now.
don't know. I think they were both fine.
So we'll see. It's the vices who do the measuring. It's not the officials who measure. The officials only step in if there's an issue with the measurement.
I don't know. I don't even know. That's red, isn't it?
So that's red. So that's 2 points for the LEUNG team, and it's handshakes. So that will be the game here. Team LEUNG with a final score of 8-3 over Team Richard.
Yeah, Team Richard just couldn't get anything going in this game, Danielle. It was all LEUNG for sure.
That's the unfortunate part. Sometimes you just land on the wrong side of the inch, and
Wash your hands, guys. Wash your hands.
teams can shake at any time, and sometimes you just cut your losses. If things aren't going well, just call it a day and refocus on the next game.
Exactly.
A lot of week left.
That's for sure.
So we're still going to have many more games to come this week. Especially our game tonight. It's going to be another great game that we're going to have featured. We have Team Wallingford and Team Roseau at 8:30 tonight. We're looking forward to that game. Both of those teams coming in with a strong record. We have Team Wallingford is currently undefeated pending this game, but they're looking pretty strong. Team Roseau still searching for their first win, and at this point, they're both still on the ice, but should be a great game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's game. So that game is at 8:30 tonight on Title Sports Live.
So we'd like to take this time to thank all of our viewers for watching our coverage of the 2017 Ontario U21 Curling Championships, brought to you by Curl On. On behalf of Mary, myself, and our entire TSL crew, we wish you a good evening from the Annandale Golf and Curling Club. This has been a presentation of Title Sports Live.
I'm sure we know him. We need to see a picture.
Good defense. Lead pass. Stop it! Position about 8 yards from goal. Thoroughly unforgettable performance. performance. Thoroughly unforgettable performance.